Hiya John, lovely to meet up with you on the range and do some further work on your game. It has been a while since I saw you last and things are progressing nicely. You certainly made huge improvements in the swing changes that we suggested in previous lessons. What we're trying to do now with the season nearly upon us, or certainly not too far away, is trying to get you into a situation where you can start to police your swing based on the flight of the golf ball that you're seeing. What we were seeing at the start of the session yesterday was a very sort of wide shot cone. We were hitting shots that were starting sort of way over here where that yellow line is pointing, and then either drawing back to, say, a centre line somewhere here, so quite a substantial draw. If that doesn't come back, you're in trouble. And in an attempt to stop the big one to the right, when you're hitting out the golf ball that much, the club face closes down ever so slightly, you're going to get that quick one left. So we had a really wide shot cone, and what we're trying to do was trying to get you to understand what to do to try and police that. And what during the season, you've gone from being a slicer of the golf ball to someone now who hits too much of a hook or too much of a draw. So what we're going to see here is we've put a post in the ground. I've illustrated that with the red line here. And all we're trying to do on the right hand side is trying to get you to pull it to the left of this post. If we just run your initial swing through first of all, so this is this one on the right, on the left hand side of your screen. We've got the red line for the hand plane and the green line for the elbow plane. First of all, what we're going to see here, remember this ball was starting way right and then looping back. Club working very much under plane, very much behind the hands. From there it would set very flat and continue to stay flat at the top of the backswing. You can see there that your hands are beneath the green line. They should actually be on the green line at that point. From there on in now, we're going to return back down on a very similar line. You can see there the hands slightly below the green line. Club now going to drop below the red line. Very much behind your hands coming into impact. Doing a relatively good job of keeping the handle something like coming through the ball, but it's a battle. And now as you come through, you've really got to work hard to whip those hands through to stop that ball going too far to the right. So just take this back to your setup position again. Remember what we're trying to discuss before. We're just going to initially trying to get you to hit a few pulls. That's all we're trying to do, just to balance the swing out. So if we compare the swing on the right to the swing on the left now, you're going to see simply by trying to hit a pull, the club rolls less behind you at waist level. So there's much less rotation of the club face, much less bending of the shaft at that point. We're now going to get the shaft setting a little bit more on plane, still flat, but nowhere near as flat as it was before. Top of the backswing, the hands are now on the green line, they're on elbow plane as opposed to below the green line. Shaft is not as across the line at the top also. Now as we're coming down into impact, you can see the hands coming down elbow plane, not getting lost underneath you. Club getting much more in line with the hands. Remember, we're trying to hit a pull here, so that club is a little bit too much out in front of you for an ideal shot, but it's the opposite of what you would normally get. As you now come through impact, you can see there you're coming less from the inside. Much quieter move through the ball. And as we exit the body, you can see that there's much less club face rotation. So here, the club is really wrapped over. Here, the club face has been much more passive through impact. Run that through to the finish. Totally different look to the follow through at that point. So all you're going to use is you're going to use this hitting a pull drill to balance up the swing. What we've got on the left hand side is sort of action 99% of the golfing public would kill for, because instead of slicing it, you draw it too much. But as we discussed yesterday, if you're hitting such a big draw, it can become a very colourful experience when playing golf. Much better impact position, much better move through it. But what I like more than anything when you're doing this drill is the improved position halfway back, shaft more between the lines rather than being very flat. And that position there, far more conducive to a tighter shot pattern than the one on the left. Good luck with it, and I look forward to seeing you again in the coming weeks. Well done.